What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're talking about the key to manifesting what you want. I'm going to jump right into it. So the key idea here is that you will not rise to the level of your goals. Goal setting is important, don't get me wrong, but the reality is that you will only rise or fall to the level of your systems. So if the level of your systems is subpar, then your ability to manifest is going to be subpar. If you have high quality systems in place in your life and your routines, then you will rise to the level of those systems. You will have a high capacity for manifestation. Now, let me elaborate what I mean by that. So when I say systems, I mean the way that you go about doing your work and taking your action. If you don't know this, action is the key to manifestation. You can think about things all you want and call them into your life energetically, but taking action is really what's going to pull your dream life or pull that thing that you're desiring closer to you. So that's a very key idea, pretty obvious. Taking action is a main component to manifestation. But the way that you go about taking your action is going to dictate how efficient and how meaningful that action is, and how much it takes out of you, how much energy expenditure is involved, and that really just goes back to that word efficiency that I said before. And the reason that this is so pivotal is because if you have high-level systems, you are saving yourself so much energy expenditure in the area of taking action. I'm going to use a quote from that famous neuroscientist Andrew Huberman that's kind of blown up on YouTube and all the other social media platforms lately to illustrate my point here. Neuroplasticity loves non-negotiable contracts. What he means by that, why neuroplasticity, for those of you who might not know what that is, neuroplasticity is essentially your brain's capacity, or your brain simply just forming new neural networks and connections, and it is especially correlated to learning. So if you have a high capacity for neuroplasticity, you are going to learn at a very efficient rate. And neuroplasticity loves non-negotiable contracts. And this is why I have my non-negotiables that I do every single day. You can go check out my video on the power of knowing your non-negotiables over here or over here, wherever it's going to show up. Just click that link and you can go check it out. I recommend going to check that out now and then coming back to this video. The reason that non-negotiables are so powerful, I guess I'm going to kind of sum that video up and tie it into my point here, is because you are going to be saving so much energy in your decision-making process, because there is no decision to make. It's non-negotiable. You're going to do those things. And neuroplasticity, which is your, essentially, for simpler words, your capacity to learn and develop, is going to be in love with those non-negotiable contracts because it empowers your neuroplasticity. This is because you don't have to spend so much time and energy just making decisions. And for those of us who don't have non-negotiables, you know what that's like. I didn't always have non-negotiables. This is something that I started doing in the recent years. You know what it's like to have to make those decisions of, okay, what action am I going to take today? When am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? And that alone can often take up just as much energy as actually executing the action itself. So you're making this process so much more efficient of taking action by having these non-negotiable contracts and having this system implemented into your life of, these are things that I'm going to do every single day to work towards this goal. This touches on another principle that I learned from Alex Hormozi, which I think is really important, of collapsing the time frame. Now, I don't want to get this mixed up with hustle culture. I'm not a fan of hustle culture. Am I a fan of hard work? Absolutely. I love hard work. I think everybody should know how to work hard and be disciplined and determined. But I don't align with hustle culture. I don't think it's a good idea. I think you need to give yourself adequate rest to be functioning at the highest capacity that you can. However, collapsing the time frame is essentially take the amount of work that you can do in like a year, let's say, right? If you're doing 4 hours a day, every day for 1 year, if you could find a way to get twice as much work out of those 4 hours, or even just out of that day. And like I said, I don't want to get this mixed up with hustle culture, because you could just turn around and say, okay, I'll just work towards this for 8 hours a day instead of 4 hours a day. Yeah, I guess that does work. And if you have the capacity to work on whatever thing you're working on to that extent, more power to you. But it's all about efficiency. If you can find a way to collapse the time frame, that is, get the amount of work that you can do in 2 years, and figure out a way to make yourself more efficient by implementing better systems so that you could do the same amount of work in 1 year, you are going to cut in half the amount of time that it takes to pull your desired reality into your current existence. So this is why systems are so important for manifestation. And it's really summed up with that key idea of you will not rise to the level of your goals. You will rise or fall or stagnate to the level of your systems. So it's so important to implement systems that are going to get you where you want to go faster. Like I said, me personally, I think it is so important to have non-negotiables that you're going to do every single day, and have a system set up for yourself where you can kind of automate the action that you're taking, so you save the energy of kind of like picking and choosing. Of course, if you feel out of alignment with your system, go ahead and take some time to reflect on it. You know, climbing a mountain is essentially what we're doing here. We want to make sure we're climbing the right mountain. So if you feel out of alignment, you know, take time to self-reflect. Don't just blindly keep marching forward with your head down, but implementing a system of non-negotiables. And you can check out my video on the power of knowing your non-negotiables to see the best way to do that. It's really, really helped me. I think it'll really help you too. So you can go ahead and check that video out. I had it in the cards before, but I'll attach the link in the bio as well, or in the description rather. So important to manifesting anything that you want in your life, to pulling your dreams into your reality. So that's the key idea for today, guys. You're not going to rise to the level of your goals. You are going to rise, fall, or stagnate to the level of your systems. So make sure you got some good systems in place. Thanks for watching today's video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a like, subscribe to my channel for more valuable content like this, and let me know what you thought in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Have a good one.